Welcome to the AFR Saints channel, where we provide you daily content on your favorite team, the New Orleans Saints. Do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Be sure to leave your comments below and smash that like button. Who dat? Early Monday, Adam Schefter reported former Pro Bowl guard Trey Turner is visiting the New Orleans Saints today. So, I am doing my dead level best to take off my purple and gold glasses to give you an unbiased opinion on this possibility. So, we all know Trey Turner played at LSU. He went to St. Aug. He was a dominant interior lineman. He left LSU after his sophomore season as a redshirt sophomore and went to the draft, was taken by Carolina, became a dominant interior player for the Panthers. He has made 5 Pro Bowls during his career. He signed a massive contract, a 4-year, $45 million extension with the Panthers. And each of the last 3 seasons, Trey Turner has found himself with a different team. He's become a journeyman and now will be on his 4th team in as many seasons this year, provided he is signed and plays somewhere. So I am trying to look at this as objectively as possible. So let me look at some of the pros and cons of the Saints, working out Trey Turner and potentially bringing Trey Turner into the fold. First of all, one thing that we know, this is not me guessing, this is something that we have seen the Saints do as a practice. The Saints value guys that have experience in the NFC South, right? We've just seen this quite a bit over the years, from a guy like Jameis Winston to guys in the defensive backfield to, when they went and added linebackers from Carolina or defensive backs from Tampa. We've just seen the Saints do this a bunch. So if you know the player and the player knows you and they know the division and 6 of your games are going to be against the division, it's just what the Saints value. And they've shown this time and time again. So the fact that Trey Turner started his career in Carolina, played the first handful of seasons with the Panthers, he knows the Saints know him, he knows the division, all that is very good. Okay, so that's a pro. He is also a decorated interior player. Trey Turner has made 5 Pro Bowls in his career. By comparison, if you look at the entire interior of the Saints offensive line, Eric McCoy at center, Andrus Peat at left guard, and Cesar Ruiz at right guard, they have a combined 3 Pro Bowl appearances, all by Andrus Peat, and we know that that's basically just because you get to the point in the Pro Bowl balloting where it's like, anybody want to play in this thing? Like, anybody, you want to go? No, you made it, but you're not going to play? Okay, Andrus Peat, would you like to play in a Pro Bowl? Oh, hell yeah, I'll do that. Cool. How much? Very nice. Anyway, but Trey Turner's made 5 of them, so he's a really good player. Has been at times in his career a really good player. The other thing to keep in mind is, after this season, the 2 guards I just mentioned, Andrus Peat and Cesar Ruiz, they could be done. Ruiz did not have his 5th-year option picked up, so he's a free agent after this season. And Andrus Peat, the way they restructured his deal, effectively the Saints off-ramp after this season on Andrus Peat's contract. So both of your presumed starters at offensive guard this year are not going to be back next year or are going to be re-signed in free agency to new deals after this season. So however that may work. So bringing a guy like Trey Turner could be an answer to an affordable answer with a talented veteran player to losing both those guys. Now, here's the downside. Okay, so get your sheet of paper, line down the middle, pros, cons. Those are the pros. Now let's look at the other side. Number 1, he's 30 years old and has really struggled to play a full season of late. As a rookie, Trey Turner started 9 times, played in 13 games, 9 starts. Then he became a full-time starter after his rookie year. Played in and started every game in 2015 and 2016. In 2017, he missed 3 games. In 2018, he missed 3 games. In 2019, he missed 3 games. So each of those 3 seasons, he missed 3 games apiece in each of them. In 2019 was Trey Turner's last year in Carolina. That was the first year of his 4-year, $45 million contract. After 1 year, they trade him to the Chargers. In his first year in L.A., he misses 7 games. Plays in just 9 games. The Chargers cut him. Signs a free agent deal with Pittsburgh. Plays in all 17 games. That was in 2021. Was not brought back to Pittsburgh. Signed last year with Washington and played in 16 games with 12 starts. So there's a couple of ways to look at this. You can look and say, well, the last 2 years, Trey Turner stayed pretty healthy, and he has. The other way to look at it is, since his 3rd year in the league, he's played a full season once. And his missed games were 3, 3, 3, 7, played a full season, and then missed a game last year. You could legitimately say he's 30 years old, his best football is behind him, and he can't stay healthy. And that is not incorrect. You could also look at it and say, is Trey Turner a potential long-term option, or is this a 1-year fix? Is this just, you have a veteran player, and you drafted Nick Saldiveri this year in round 4. He's on the PUP list, and maybe this is just an opportunity to bring in a veteran player who's an accomplished player who struggled to stay healthy, and you could bring him in on an affordable 1-year deal as an insurance policy, which is probably what the Saints are looking at here. I mean, you could say, again, 3 teams in 3 years. This will be his 4th team in as many years. Eventually, when every team keeps passing on you after a year, that tells you what you need to know. Can 4 consecutive teams be wrong that he's at the end of his career? It's a conversation I had with Andy Dalton. Carolina or Cincinnati let him walk, and every year subsequent, he's been signed and has spent 1 year. 1 year in Dallas, 1 year in Chicago, 1 year in New Orleans. Now he's in Carolina. Trey Turner's following a similar path right now. So, after Carolina signed him that 40-year, $45 million deal, he was gone after 1 season. They traded him to the Chargers. He was in L.A. for 1 season. That's when he played just 9 games. He missed 7 games his 1 season in L.A. They cut him to save $11 million. To them, it was worth it. For me, really, the question is the cost. Last year, Trey Turner signed a 1-year, $3 million deal with Washington and played in 16 games, started 12 times. If the Saints can sign Trey Turner to a 1-year, $3 million deal or something comparable, you have virtually nothing to lose. You have the cap space to do it. This is a veteran player, potential position of need. It's an affordable, accomplished veteran player who, if nothing else, is an insurance policy for you. And you bring him to camp and see if he can beat out Calvin Throckmorton for one of those interior spots. When does Nick Saldiveri come back off the PUP list? And if the answer is he doesn't play as a rookie, okay, well then you've got Trey Turner as a backup there on the interior. So, Saldiveri is going to make the team. He's a 4th-round pick, barring something dramatically unforeseen with him. But maybe it's something where he's on the PUP list and he's going to miss half the season, and you have a guy like Trey Turner there as a backup and as an insurance policy. And I like that as an affordable option if it plays out that way. So the Saints worked out Trey Turner on Monday, waiting on word to see if they are in fact going to sign him as of right now on Monday afternoon, shortly after 3:00. But I like it at the right price as an insurance policy. I like it a lot, and that is with removing my purple and gold glasses. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.